I watched Rach0113 doing her stencil cover, which I really liked, and then I watched Jane on Velocityvette08. I'll put their links below. This is my version of the stencil cover, and I'll lift it up a bit after my grandson has messed up my tripod. It's a bit difficult, but anyway, I'll have to move it around. This is the 12 by 12, and I actually had to put 2 pieces of chipboard together, and this is where the seam is. And what I did here to cover the seam, I mixed some colour with ordinary fine surface filler from the DIY shop, and put a mask on, and I've created this raised effect here. I love it. I've been doing this quite a lot, and the same here with the clock. I just like it. But anyway, starting from the beginning, yes, I did have to join 2 together, but it hasn't made a great deal of difference. It's not bent. It's solid, so it's not, you know, it's not bending at all. Anyway, I used my jelly plate to make these patterns on here. I'm not the greatest with the jelly plate. I'm still learning. I think it is, you know, it takes a while to get used to it, but I do enjoy using it, and the effects come out really quite stunning sometimes. But this is red and blue, obviously it's mixed, give me a little bit of purple, and I've put a mask over there, a stencil over there, and that's what's put the design on there. I enjoyed doing it. It probably was about my 2nd time of using the jelly plate, so it was a little bit mushed up. But I actually quite like this. It reminded me a little bit of the Union Jack patches of blue and red and white. So I liked it. Anyway, after I did the jelly plate, I did some stamping, and I've got some feathers. Can't see. There's a large feather there. It's a funny one. It didn't come out. It sort of comes out in dots. Anyway, then I've got the dragonfly and the sunburst, a smaller feather, a bee or wasp, and that's it, I think. Yes, and then I cut the hands from the Tim Holtz die to attach to the to here, and I put it at 4 o'clock, and I had a little giggle to myself because 4 o'clock, I thought, what time shall I put on this clock? What time is significant to me? I thought, my first child was born at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. School was always let out at 4 o'clock, so that was a good time for me when I got out of school. And I thought 4 o'clock is a good time to come in the morning after you've had a really good night out, or go to bed, you know, so 4 o'clock in the morning. So I thought 4 o'clock is quite good for me. So anyway, that's why I chose 4 o'clock. The lettering I cut from a die. Let me just get those and I'll show you the dies. I've had a few alphabet dies, but I do like these. These are Brenda Walton Sizzix, for Sizzix, and they're good size, as you can see. And I like the font, they come out quite nice. And what I did, if you can see, I heat embossed it with black glossy embossing powder, and then I did it twice actually, so it's a double layer. And then as it was still wet, I sprinkled some very fine glitter on the top in a purpley colour, and that's, you can see the gloss and the shine on there and the glitter in it. Anyway, so I was pleased with that. I also glossy accented the wings of the wasp. So that's that. Now you can see I did cut this on my Bind It All in preparation of putting a ring binder around it, but I had so many what do you call them, masks, stencils inside, that it wouldn't turn because it was too tight. So I ordered some bigger ones. In the meantime, I found all these book rings, and I thought I'll just hold it together with the book rings, and actually I prefer the book rings now. I prefer it because if I get new stencils, I can just add them now to the book, whereas if I'd done it with the Bind It All, really you would have started a new book really. So anyway, that's what I did. I just covered the inside with some wallpaper actually, which is like a vinyl wallpaper, which is quite strong and sturdy. It's quite nice stuff. It's brown with gold glitter on. Don't know where it came from. A friend of mine gave it to me, I think. Now the sleeves that I'm using are for vinyl records. These are for LPs, and I bought 112-inch ones for $15.99. Now I know 100 is a lot, so if anybody needs any, feel free to contact me and I'll send you some out. But anyway, they're perfect, I think, because they are 12 by 12. What I've done on the side to make them stronger for the rings is this is just a structure strip, which I use a lot. Jim the Gentleman Crafter started me off using these, and a lot of people now use them, I find. But anyway, I've stuck that down with score tape, just ordinary card. It's out of a file actually, one of the card files, and then punch through, which then gives it the strength. And all my 12 by 12s fit in there perfectly. And and then the end one, this one, is my border dies, and I've actually sewn this on my sewing machine to give me the pockets for the borders, and they all slide in and out really well. You know, there's plenty of space for them. And if I get any more border dies, I should just make another one. And what I did actually here, I just dabbed a bit of glossy accents on the end, just so that the thread doesn't pull through or tear. So anyway, that's what I did. And sorry, it's too big, this thing. And there's the back. I didn't do a huge amount on the back. My one obvious mistake was I made these side by side. I punched all the holes in, and then I realised that this clock is upside down. So it still says 4 o'clock, but actually it looks like it's saying 10:30. Anyway, did the same here to cover the join, and stamped it with similar stamps, and I'm very happy with it. Okay, so that's that one.